Welcome back, everyone. Okay, let's get this finished off here before moving on. Okay, so with this there all done, not quite finished yet. If you look really close, see there's a bulbous end on here, and on top of that there's another little nib for the phaser emitter. So I got these here items for the main bulbs on the ends here, and then some of my other extra parts here from the Enterprise 350 scale model kit, the lighting kit. All this stuff comes with it. I got these little nibs here, which I'll put on the ends of that to complete that look. So let's get these on here. I got to drill a hole in the center there because these got little oops. You can put them into the holes once they're lined up, and then we can get that all put together. Once that's done, then I can find the point here on here where I need to drill out a section to put this inside there. Okay, I got the bit in here where it's just sticking out. That's just the same length of the little shaft in here. I gotta find the central points here. Just like that. And then I just got to drill another little hole in the centers here and here for the teeny tiny little nib to fit into, which is the actual emitter for the phaser. And that takes care of those parts. And then we can move on. There we go. Looks good. Just like that. Okay. Alright, so I got this here marked out where I need to drill it out. I'll drill it out on an angle. I've already got these sides there, you can see, angled already. So it'll go in here this way, like that. So let's get that drilled out. And there we go. Looking really good. Pretty good indeed. Alright, now we are ready to drill out the sides here and here to put these in place. I'm going to drill it on an angle like I did for these sections here. So let's get that done. There we go. This here is a little bit loose. It has to come up here a bit, but that's an easy fix. No big deal. It looks really good. Looks really good. I'm very happy with that. Turned out quite nicely. Nice. Okay, now I'm not going to glue those in place until after I get the hull painted. So I'm just going to packet the slots there. Probably a little tiny bit of foam or whatever, just so the paint doesn't get in there, because I don't want it to interfere with the glue. And I'll mask off the nibs there. I'll mask those off so the paint doesn't get on it. That way I want it nice and clean. That looks good though. Very nice. Alright, so now what I want to do here is get this glued in place. Alright, that's turned out really quite nicely. So I already got the putty in there to cover in all the attachment joints there. Looks good. Just gotta do some sanding. Now, on here, where it looks like I was gonna cut this off, I go, no. I don't want to shorten that up at all. So, because I went and redid the sizing of this, and I cannot cut that off. That has to stay. This section here will come off. You see the swoop up on this is a lot higher, so I gotta make a new bottom here, so it swoops up all the way along. Now I gotta create a new section here where you see where the engineering and the primary hull connect together. I got a section here that's 2 decks high that goes all the way from the back all the way up to where it connects to the primary hull there. So I got to get that made, and then I got to get a big flat piece here that goes on top of here. What I think I'm going to do for that is cut out the second part here, the second half of this, cut that out there to fit it in place there. You can just see how it's connected. Like there's two thicknesses here, and the top thickness, the whole portion goes into, and the other one kind of swoops down underneath. So that's what I'm going to do for that. So it's the same width as the bottom of this. So I don't want to go any wider. So I think, was that one? I'll find out what the thickness is of this plastic here, and then I can, because I got several thicknesses here of polystyrene that I can use. Once I get the right thickness one, cut a section out there where this is going to go. As you can see here, it's going to fit right inside here like that, and it's directly in between here and here, which is really good. It's a perfect fit. Okay, so this is 2 millimeters thick, so I got a 2 millimeter thick styrene sheet here. So that's going to be using for that. That's good. All right. So I'm going to be making this square or rectangle section here that slides into here. Well, not that one, this in here. This top portion up here will be cut out, so I'll probably have it come back here and then in like that. This little ridge here has got to go bye-bye. So I need to find out how wide this has got to be. So I'll use this here, measure out the width, and go cut that out, and then make that other sheet. That cut out, use this, trace a section here, but I need to figure out how long I need to make this from here all the way up. So it's going to come into that. So I have to notch out this portion here where the cull starts going up, because it's got to fit into a notch in there. This is according to this. Yeah. Okay. So cut the plastic back this way a bit to notch it out. There we go. Got that all figured out there. So I'm just gonna cut this out, cut this section out here for this thing to fit into. And then I just gotta hollow out this ridge here that's starting to go up so that this thing slides in place. And then we can get that done. Alright, so let's see here. Look at that. Perfect fit. Okay, now this in here. Once I cut this section out here, this will slide in to the slot there. Okay, so I just need to cut this section here. I might not have to go all the way back if I can get this. Might be able to slide underneath the plastic a little bit, but let's see. All right, just gonna let that set and then we can move on. Okay, so I got these sides on here for the impulse engines. Looks good. Not bad. All right. So leaving the caps off until I get all the painting done and I get the 5 mil red fiber LEDs in there. I'll have the line coming here, a hole down into the hull, and that'll take care of that. And then back here, so I get you can see the line here along the top portion of the hull. This is how much wider this has to go. So I'll make another section 2 decks high that comes down around here. And you can see here it kind of swoops under. So I'm going to make it where around this section here it starts to swoop in, and then the rest of it basically follows this line all the way down. So it's going to be that much wider. And you see I got this section here cut out of there now. And I'm going to make a new back on here which goes all the way up in here. And I'll mask this off and then fill that with putty to get that all cleaned up. Yeah. Okay, and that takes care of that. All right. Using a 1mm styrene sheet, I got this designed here for the swooping back here, and then I got these 2 sections here for the 2 deck area there that runs along the top of the engineering hull all the way around. Okay, so I got those to cut out, so let's get that done. All right, got that. Now we got this section here. I angled that a bit there so it fits along the hull since the hull slopes down. Now we got this portion here. So the very front of this, I gotta bend that in and I gotta shave it off a little bit because it's gonna push down inside there, as I can see there, like that. All right, so I got that there all cut. That's ready to go. This is all shaped and everything, ready to go. Alright, looking really good here. Got the putty on there to hide the seams. A little bit of work yet to do on the aft section there. Gotta make it a little bit more round, add a phaser strip on the back. So it's looking really good. Let's do a test fit just see how it looks. Like a glove. Okay, so I got the window placements in there. Got the window placements in there as well. Now I'm gonna working on this thing here that fits up in there. Yeah, so it looks like that. And then I'll fill this area in afterwards, this open spot. I'll fill that in. So I want it to go right about here. Right about here. I just need to make an outline so I can trim it down. I deliberately oversized it so I can get the right dimensions here. And just use this. Alright, there we go. So I got some masking tape in behind there. I put a little bit of glue on there. It just helps for this here to adhere to it, so that the masking tape will stay put and don't need to take it off after. So it's going to take, it's in there pretty thick, so it's going to take a good couple of days for it to set. And then after that, sand it smooth, and it is ready for painting. So I guess right now what I want to do is I want to get all the windows drilled out that I can, and then yeah. Well, that's it for this episode, everyone. In the next episode, we are going to drill out the windows and get the painting done. Please like, subscribe, comment, don't forget to share, and click that notification bell for any future uploads. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.